Did you know that we have 15 senses? And the very minute you shift your mindset from thinking you only have five is the very minute your life is going to upgrade. I'm going to use a three house example to explain this theory, and you don't want to miss it. Let's get into it. Hey. So, like I said, this is a three house example. What if I told you that the person that lives in this house, and y'all have to excuse my drawing, I am not an artist, but I'm just trying to give you a clear picture. The person that lives in this house works 15 times less harder than the person that lives in this house. Imagine that this house is the house that is in the richest subdivision you've ever seen in your entire life. And this house is a house that you've seen in one of the poorest subdivisions in a low income community. I'm going to explain to you why. Most people don't understand that we operate out of 15 senses, and we are told that we operate out of only five. And this particular house operates out of the body senses only. They believe that sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch are the only human senses that we are allotted in this life. And because of that, this person living in this low income housing is on a 1 to 2D frequency. They have a poverty mindset. They have distorted subconscious programming. They believe that life is hard. They believe that they have no time to live and all of their time is to be spent on work. They operate through the body senses only. They're quick to anger and they take life very seriously. I am not saying that somebody that lives in a low income house may not have a happy household, may not have a happy idea on life or a beautiful outlook on life, but I'm saying that 9 times out of 10 they work 15 times harder than a person that operates out of the spirit. And we're going to get to that. I'm just going to go in steps. The second level of frequency is a 3 to 4D thinking mindset, where this person will have a high self-concept. They have a specific talent. They believe life gives based on hard work, meaning however hard how much hard work I put into something is what life is going to get put out. So it's the input output mentality. They put a lot of time into work, so they put a lot of time into their craft. They operate through the body and soul senses only, and they're happy based on their level of success. Soul senses include the mind, your will, your emotions, your affections, and your imagination. So oftentimes this mindset of living in the 3D to the 4D is a person like, you could say, a doctor. I would say sometimes it could be athletes. I would say it could be um neuroscientists. Like it could be anything or anybody that believes however much work they put into it. This is people who study in college for 12 to 15 years to get a PhD, or think that, however much work they put into something, they're going to get it out. Now, moving on to this larger house that's probably in the largest subdivision of housing. It's gated, you can't get in. The houses are on acres of land. This is a 5D to 7D frequency mindset of thinking. They have a Christ consciousness. They live through humility. They don't work as hard. They enjoy life. They have a very positive mindset. They're happy based on their ability to help others, and they operate through the Spirit. The Spirit is prayer, praise, worship, faith, and meditation. The biggest difference between this home, and this home is that this one involves God. It understands that there is a creator. There is something outside of me that makes all of this possible. They believe in helping others because what you give is what you get. They believe in faith. They believe that God is the answer for most of everything that we get in this life. And the minute we believe that we deserve something and our mindset changes to that belief, our whole world changes. The Bible even says it: what we think is who we become. So this person is a person that believes that they can be paid for existing. They believe that they deserve everything in this life. They believe that I should be humble because everything is a gift. They believe that this is a beautiful experience that God has allotted me to steward, and I'm going to steward it well. They take care of their bodies, they go to the gym, they understand that life is a gift. This soul operating person doesn't necessarily believe that life isn't a gift, but they believe that they have to work super hard because they have not tapped into Christ consciousness and understanding that prayer is extremely powerful, fasting is extremely powerful, praising the Most High is extremely powerful, having faith in what the Most High can do is extremely powerful, and meditating on the outcome that you believe you deserve is extremely powerful. This person uses their body with the imagination of getting what they want to live the life that they want without a Christ consciousness. So they operate out of they have control over their emotions. They have extremely strong willpower. Their mind is a part of their mindset is a part of why they work, why they get what they have. So this person may believe this person just doesn't believe that they're going to make it, and that's why they don't make it. They believe that because my mind is powerful, because my mind can, I can tell myself that if I work hard, I'll get this. That's why this person operating out of the soul and body can have a beautiful life and have a beautiful home. But once they realize, like, once I tap into Christ consciousness and once I tap into God and my creator, life becomes a lot simpler. And I like to think about it in this sense. If God created us all in the image of Him, created us in His image, why would we have to work hard? Why would we have to struggle? Why wouldn't we live a life of a God? I like, life can become so simple when you believe that you're deserving and you tap into your subconscious programming and understand I can have whatever I want. I have to steward what I have well and then imagine the life that I want, become that person, and then relinquish the how and the why. So it's just adopting and understanding what you want out of this life. If you want something more grand, start imagining something more grand. If you want that, who do you have to become to be able to steward the life that you desire? And what do you have to put, like, why do you want that? So it's, what do I want out of this life? Who do I have to become? And why do I want that specific thing? If you can become extremely clear on those three things, you relinquish the how and the when, your life is going to change. So, like I started this video off, would you believe me if I told you that the person living in this house, in my terrible artistry, this is a huge house and one of the largest subdivisions you've ever seen, houses that are on acres of land, this person works less, 10 times less hard than a person living in a low income neighborhood that only operates out of the body. If you combine the three senses, that the three levels of senses that embodies 15 different senses, which is our sight, sound, smell, taste, touch, with the mind, our will, emotions, affections, imagination, with prayer, praise, worship, faith, and meditation, your life will completely change. And I promise you, you need to embody all of these senses in order to get here. So it's levels to it. So at some point, this person definitely operated only out of the body. But when they come across videos like this and they came across a person whose mindset has already shifted and taught them that you need to tap into the 15 senses instead of just five, that's when your life begins to change. So tap in. I want somebody to understand you can begin to live the life that you've always desired. It is simply a mindset shift, going back, reprogramming your subconscious mind to get the life that you deserve. Remember, name what you want in this life. It can be as grand as you want. Become the person that can steward that what and why do you want that? I'll give you an example. Let's just use money because most people use money. I want $20 million. Who do I have to become to make $20 million? I have to become consistent. I have to be in shape. I have to be able to move around. I have to come up with a business idea. I have to be business minded. And why do I want that? Because I want to help a lot of people. I have to relinquish the how and the why and just let everything play out, because our minds and the world and the universe is already figuring out what we've already adopted as who we are. So all you have to do, excuse me, is believe it, set your mind to it, relinquish it, and say that it's mine. It is already, it, let it be so, and it is so. So I hope that this makes sense. This is my three house example. I've never seen this anywhere, but I want somebody to understand this so deeply that the very minute that you tap into a higher power, which is God, you tap into prayer, praise, worship, faith, and meditation, your life will change. The Bible says our mind is what creates our reality. And the very minute you tap in is the very minute you're going to see an extreme shift in your life. And I cannot wait to hear about it. I love y'all so, so much. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Love.